Vino, 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 Vino. Vino Entertainment TV. Firearm, domestic violence, molestation, feeding the homeless, and yes, we are in the community. It's Vino Entertainment TV. Vino, 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 Vino. Please like, share, subscribe. Please like, share, subscribe. It's Vino. It's Vino. It's Vino. It's Vino. Please like, share, subscribe. Please like, share, subscribe. It's Vino. It's Vino. It's Vino. It's Vino. Firearm, domestic violence, molestation, feeding the homeless, and yes, we are in the community. It's Vino. It's Vino. It's Vino. It's Vino. It's Vino. It's Vino. 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 Firearm, domestic violence, molestation, feeding the homeless. Yes, we are in the community. It's Vino. It's Vino. Vino. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's Vino. It's Vino. 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 Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Vino Entertainment TV. I'm glad to see everyone. Blessings to everyone. Just come right on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Let's chill. Let's talk about these missing kids. But first, let me just say Vino Entertainment TV is based on my son, which was due to firearm violence. And Vino Entertainment TV does advocate for firearm violence, domestic violence, molestation, and we do feed the homeless, which we call the unfortunate over here. Vino Entertainment TV does not do any bullying, downing anybody. We don't do any cursing anyone out. Vino Entertainment TV is just basically to show love, nothing but love. That's what we're here for, you know what I mean? We're not trying to not make anyone feel love, and we don't want to bully anyone. We don't do any bullying over here because to me, that is very, very unnecessary to be bullying anyone. As I said, welcome to Vino Entertainment TV, and we're glad to see you come. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And also, please, please share my content. My content needs to be out there so I'm able to feed more people and bring more people in so we can talk about domestic violence, firearm violence, and molestation. Please do that. I would really, really appreciate it. Okay. I love that great intro. Thank you, RH, for that intro, baby. Thank you very, very much. Today's show again is going to be about missing children. You know, most children who are reported missing are runaways, or they have been a misunderstanding at home. Do you know that? You know, and we never want our kids to run away from home. We never want to be a misunderstanding in our household. That's why we have to have more better communication with our children. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they have, like I said, misunderstanding with their parents. You know about many things. You know what I'm saying? About what it's supposed to be. You know, kids and teens who are truly abducted, most are taken by family members or even acquaintance. You know, 25% of kids is taken by strangers. Most abductions occur on the street when kids are playing, walking, having a good time, maybe riding bicycles, you know what I'm saying? Just doing what kids normally do, you know, have fun, you know. And we as parents, we don't want to tell our kids that, no, you can't go outside, you can't go out here and do this, whatever, because we want our kids to interact with other kids, and we want our kids to have fun like we did when we were going out and playing at the playgrounds and playing in the front yard or the backyard or our neighbor's house or down the street, you know, things like that. You know, kids should be able to still do that without being abducted by strangers or anything like that. But you know, I thought it was really strange that in California has 2,133 cases that have been reported of missing children. 2,133 cases reported of missing kids. So there's 2,000 kids that's out there missing right now today in the United States. And the question is, have a child abduction increased? The question is, have the child abduction increased? Well, the numbers of parental abduction has grown a lot over the last 30 years in the U.S. And at the ease of cars has made it so easy to take children to distant places. You know, we can't kidnap a kid on a car, in a bus, a cab, or Uber, you know what I'm saying? On foot. Kids are now being abducted by cars. By cars. And it has increased. And it's crazy. You know, well, the numbers of parental abduction has grown a lot over the last 30 years in the U.S. And at the ease of cars, you know what I'm saying? And the most missing children, you wouldn't believe who it would be. The most missing children is the African Americans. The African Americans is the one who's being most abducted. Now, this is due to the data. Now, I got this from the data. They had a data back then. It was for the data of 2019, but they do have some that's been abducted, that has been upgraded. Just hold on. This is now this is due to the data from 2019. The U.S. Census of African Americans make up, 13.4% of the U.S. population. However, now nearly 40% of missing persons or kids are people of color. So African Americans and missing kids make up about 33% of all missing children cases. And also the African American children are missing at a very high rate. They're taking our babies, y'all, at a very high rate. Because we are the ones that are not keeping an eye out on our kids. It's us. Us. I'm a us. I'm a person of color. The FBI released missing person status. Missing children have become more publicized in the U.S. over decades. Now, 98% of missing children are being located. So they are locating a lot of kids right now. At least 98% of it, which is good. Very good. Now, the National Child Kidnapping, man, it's all over the world. All over the world. Now, we have missing broadcast emergency responses. It's the Amber Alert. We all know about the Amber Alert. Now, this Amber Alert was founded in 1996 after the kidnapping of Amber Hagerman. As of December 2020, Hagerman, the Amber Alert system, has successfully assisted in missing kids. Yes, indeed. Yes. They have, a lot of kids have been located through the Amber Alert. You know what I'm saying? They have all kind of Amber Alerts going crazy here in Texas. I mean, somebody always abducting somebody's kids or messing around, kids missing or, something like that. It's crazy here in Texas how our babies are coming up missing here in Texas. It's crazy. It's really crazy. The Amber Alert has rescued 1,029 kidnapped children of the age under 17. Under the age of 17, hundreds of thousands of people go missing in the U.S. each year, and most are found. But it's sad to say a large group remain unaccounted for. They're unaccounted for. According to the U.S. Department of Justice of the National Missing and Identified Person System. Yeah. Think about that. Are you keeping a good eye on your kids? Are you interacting with your kids? Are you keeping a time frame? What time they leave? What time they're supposed to be back to the house? When I was growing up, you couldn't stay out past the light. Once the light come on, baby, you got to get in the house. You ain't up in the house by the light come on. Them street lights come on, baby, you in trouble. You got to answer to mommy why you wasn't there when the street light came on. And I promise you, I never missed that street light. You hear me? I was there before it came on. 5 minutes till, 10 minutes till. Oh, baby. I was there when those street lights came on. You can trust and believe that there. I promise you. Yes, indeed. Do you know the longest person was missing is baby Holly? Baby Holly was found alive after missing for 40 years. Yes, 40 doggone years. 40. Now, this was after the parents were unalive. She was found in Houston, Texas, all the way from Florida. All the way from Florida. That's a long way for a kid to be abducted, to come from Florida to Texas, to Houston. Now, right now, the longest missing child was Ethan Patz. He was born on October 9th, 1972 in New York and disappeared May the 25th in 1979 at the time of the age. He was 6 years old and they stayed in New York. And he was missing for 44 years. 44 years. 44 years and 19 days. Yeah, he was found. But guess how he was found? He was found unalive. Unalive. Yes, unalive. June the 19th, 2021, at the age of 28, Charlie and Walter Ross was the first to be missing in 1874. Yeah, 1874. They were missing. Yeah. 1874. We got to take better care of how our kids are coming up missing and why. And this is going to be just a short live because I'm not understanding how our kids are coming up missing and what the parents are doing where they're not paying attention to the kids. I'm not understanding that. When you get a stranger, stay away from strangers. Stay away from anyone who's following you on foot or on car. Run, scream if you need help. Get attention to yourself. Don't just let nobody just come by and just abduct you and take you away. No, we don't want that. We want you to be safe where you are, in your skin. You see what I'm saying? Be happy. There's nothing like a happy kid. I promise you. It's good to hear kids play and scream and shout outside the front door. I like that. It makes me get the bubbly feeling of kids playing. It makes me smile. I don't hear that too often. And I love the sound of that. I love it. just let me just say that the NCMEC is the nation's largest and most influential influential child protection organization. Now they lead the fight to protect kids. They lead the fight to protect kids and create a resource for them and the people who keep them safe. You know what I'm saying? Every child deserves a safe childhood. You know what I'm saying? Every child deserves a safe child. I don't know that one doesn't. You know what I'm saying? And we need to do better about that. You know, as a nation nonprofit clearinghouse and a comprehensive reporting center for all issues related to prevention of recovery from child victimization. And that would be the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Look them up on the internet, y'all. Look them up on the internet and get some kind of sense of mind of what's going on, you know, with our kids, you know what I'm saying? And hold them and tell them that, you know, no need to run away from home. You see what I'm saying? No need to run away. You know, in the public is the eyes and the ears of missing children agencies. You see what I'm saying? And you can help locate missing children by sharing the posters online. You know what I'm saying? The Amber Alerts that you might come across as well. You see what I'm saying? You can do all that, all of that. I know right now, I don't know if they had found a young lady, but her name was Villa Fan. She was 15 years old. And she disappeared on May the 22nd, 2023. I don't know if they found her or not yet. But if you know Matiza Villa Fan, please call the 1-800 number 843-5678 if you know her, if you've seen her. You know, or contact the Reno police at 177. Now that she is missing right now. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm going to do, I got a video I'm going to share, and I hope it works very well this time because it always acts crazy. So I'm going to see what it does. My internet is something wild. Hold on. Let's see. One moment, y'all. One moment.
On segment 2 tonight, the story of an 8-year-old girl from Vallejo who defied all odds by escaping a kidnapper who had already killed at least 2 other girls. Her name is Mitzi Sanchez, and she is now 24 years old.
For years, Mitzi refused to even think about what happened to her. But now she's sharing her incredible story of survival with KTVU's Ted Rollins.
I miss you guys.
In December 1999, 7-year-old Ziana Fairchild disappeared from her home in Vallejo. Nobody knew it at the time, but Ziana had already been murdered by a local taxi driver named Curtis Dean Anderson, who had also kidnapped and killed 7-year-old Amber Panol and would later claim to have killed 13 other girls.
Is there anybody that's more of a dangerous body than someone like that?
Then, and on August 12th, 2000, an 8-year-old second grader named Mitzi home alone.
My birthday party, and I wanted to help my mom get everything set up. I was 2 blocks from home, and I noticed a gentleman sitting in his car.
It was Curtis Dean Anderson.
As I got closer, I noticed he was watching me through his rearview mirror, and my gut instinct told me to cross the street.
But excited for her birthday party, Mitzi kept walking. Anderson got out and asked her to help him grab a roll of duct tape.
I reached in to grab the duct tape from the floorboard of the car. He just leaned over me from behind.
Anderson was
I got knocked out. Isn't that something? Wow. I don't know why it does it. But let me get back to my video one moment, y'all. That's crazy. Hold on. I don't know why it knocked me off, but it did. And I hate that.
He changed my clothes. He, at this point, pulls out alcohol and he poured the alcohol and said, drink it.
that spent in the parking lot of this truck stop off Highway 80 on the outskirts of Vallejo, where Anderson abused me and pulled out a chain.
It was like one of those long silver link chains, and he tied it really tight around my leg and locked it up with a padlock. And I thought, this is it. Like, I'm not going to see my family again.
Meanwhile, word spread quickly that another little girl from Vallejo was missing.
Vallejo police are again asking for the public's help tonight in locating a missing 8-year-old girl. Police say Mitzi Sanchez was last seen at about 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Well, you're searching for every little tiny clue that might lead you to something.
He would put up blankets and towels to cover up the window so nobody could see inside. He would be
really bad because I want my daughter back.
Then, 2 days after the kidnapping, Anderson left Mitzi alone and left behind his ring of keys.
I just picked the smallest one and unlocked the padlock that he had chained around my leg.
A few hours later, Curtis Dean Anderson was in custody and Mitzi Sanchez was home. Mitzi's father carried her in as dozens of people celebrated her return.
It was surreal. It was unbelievable. It was miraculous. And to think a child that young was able to free herself and get away from this is just stuff that's stranger than fiction.
Mitzi had her birthday party, but things would never be the same.
Although everyone was there to show their love and support, I was still not okay.
For the next few to fit in at school, her parents also struggled. Then, after Mitzi turned 12, things got worse.
I was loaded, drunk, doing God knows what.
I remember thinking that this girl's self-destructive and feeling really bad, knowing that most likely her encounter with the child kidnapper is the reason why she's so self-destructive, and figured it was a matter of time before, she turned up dead somewhere.
In 2009, Mitzi, then 16, was severely injured as a passenger in a drunk driving accident. Once again, she was fighting for her life. This time, though, things would be different.
Coming home from the accident from the hospital, I found out I was pregnant with my daughter, who's now 6. And that was life-changing for me. That was my wake-up call.
Now 24, Mitzi is living a clean life still in Vallejo, working and raising her daughter. She also helps counsel families of missing children.
This is what I'm here for. This is my purpose. When I think about Sienna and Amber and all of the other girls that didn't make it, I just, like, why me?
Curtis Dean Anderson was sentenced to 300 years in prison. He died in 2007 from kidney failure. Now, Mitzi says she owes it to the children Anderson killed and other victims to make sure she makes a difference with her life. Ted Rowlands, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
Okay, hey. Okay now. Well, I don't know. That's crazy. That's really crazy. You know, we got to keep an eye on our jazz music is mind soothing. Look at her. Yes, indeed. I just want to say that the Amber Alerts are activated in most serious child abduction cases. The goal of an Amber Alert is to instantly galvanize the community to assist in the search for a safety recovery of a missing child. Okay. Now, these alerts are broadcast through radio, TV, road signs, cell phones, and other data enabled devices. The Amber Alert system is being used in all 50 states. Okay. All states, the Amber Alert is being used. All states. The District of Columbia, Indiana Country, Puerto Rico, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and the 27 other countries. That's right. You heard me correct. The U.S. Department of Justice Office of Justice Programs has tasked the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children with management of the Amber Alert Secondary Distribution Program. Now, excuse me, when the law enforcement issues an Amber Alert, the NCMEC is notified immediately, and the alerts to the appropriate secondary distributors. The Amber Alert has been in place, and it has recovered a lot of kids who have been abducted. You know, the Amber Alert, that was a great thing to have for our kids, you know what I'm saying, for our missing children, because, you know, the Amber Alert goes on even if your phone is off. The Amber Alert comes immediately. You see what I'm saying? And that's something that we need a quick, fast, and to hear that you're on a job. You see what I'm saying? That's something we need. And thanks to the parents who got on that. And I'm sorry about your baby Amber, but I'm glad that you all forced some kind of security for our kids to be alarmed, some kind of alert, so the parents know that the kids, you know, what kids been missing, to what to look for. A kid in the window, a kid maybe giving some kind of signs to, you know, to for help. You know what I'm saying? Anything. As of 2013, Amber Alerts also delivered to, like I said, the cell phones and the wireless emergencies alert programs, which is called the WEA. The Amber Alerts are delivered through the wireless phones through the Amber Alert, which is the WEA, which is called the Wireless Emergency Alert Programs. Most people would see Amber Alerts directly from primary distributors, okay? You would see that. Amber Alerts are also on Facebook. You see them on Instagram. You see them on Twitter. You see them on all social medias. You will see these Amber Alerts. You will see these. Yes, you will see all of these posted everywhere. It'll go off everywhere, let you know something's going on, something's wrong, somebody's been abducted. You know, we need your help, you know what I'm saying, from everyone as our communities. You see what I'm saying? So keep our eye out for that. The international Amber Alert programs, countries around the world followed the success of the Amber Alert in the U.S. and created similar rapid alert systems in their countries and states. Now, each country did adapt the system to fit its own needs and requirements, but the goal remains the same: use the eyes and ears of the public to help law enforcement locate and recover a child who is in immediate danger. So always keep an eye out. Just don't think that, you know, oh, it's nothing, that's somebody else's kid. No, that ain't cool because it's somebody else's kid. Do it to be somebody else's kid be missing? What if that kid was your kid that came up missing? Would you have a different outlook on it then about the Amber Alert? What it stands for? What is the cause for it? You know, some people just go turn their phone off. Just an Amber Alert, bloop, turn their phone off. Turn their phone off. You know what I'm saying? But if the kid is found, the Amber Alert will cancel. And they will let you know the child has been found and the child is safe. The child is safe. You know? We got to pay more attention, y'all, where our kids go, who they hang out with, you know, what color clothes they had on when they left the house, what color shoes they had on, what color, identify a theme on their shirt that they may have on the shirt. You see what I'm saying? The barrettes, the shoe color, things like that, what you need to look for as far as a missing kid. You see what I'm saying? It's more females who are being abducted, they're saying. More females are being abducted. Now, the males, I guess too many don't want the males, but a certain age they do. Now, males under 21, they're saying there has been 163,386 males that has been abducted and is missing. Now, the males over 21 and over, only 100,492 is missing person files. And this is the numbers of the NCIC missing person files of the United States by age and gender. The females under 21, 194,673. Dang. And females over 21, 62,552. Again, these numbers is by the NCIC missing person files in the United States by age and gender. Age and gender. And like I told you, right now, the African American kids is being abducted on a very high rate. Every 40 seconds, a child goes missing or is abducted in the United States. Approximately 840,000 kids are reported missing each year. You know what I'm saying? All over. And this is what the FBI is saying. And what the FBI is estimating. And it's crazy. Do you know the state with the most worst kidnapping cases? Mexico. New Mexico. The law enforcement there in Mexico reported 822 kids and abductions to the FBI in 2021. And that puts New Mexico at the high top of the list of recorded kidnapping and abductions per 100,000 people. In Kansas, Colorado, Utah. See, where does it say? No, I think that's the only place that said. Also ranked on the high list of kidnapping and abduction population. New Mexico. Medico. Y'all taking kids. Don't belong to you. Y'all abducting kids in Mexico. Come on now. Have your own kids. There's plenty of kids that want to be adopted by good parents, but the ones that are out there just taking kids and harming kids, come on, for what? We love our children. We want our children. We don't want our kids to be missing or hurt or harmed. You know what I'm saying? We want to see our kids go and come back the same way they left home. Identified the same way with everything on the same when they left home. Happy and in the same demeanor when they left home. Not I can't find my kid is missing. That's sad. It's really sad. But the state that has the least kidnappings at the lowest rate of missing person is Massachusetts at 2.32% of missing persons. Now, 100,000 of the missing persons is in Rhode Island, Wisconsin, Illinois. I think it was Ohio. Iowa, Indiana, Massachusetts, Ohio. I can't remember where else, but all those states have missing persons rate below 3.5 per at 100,000. Yeah. So they're not taking kids up there in Massachusetts. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing no kind of kidnapping there. And you'd be like, well, why do kidnappers kidnap? Why do kidnappers kidnap? The principle of motivation of kidnapping is to subject the victim to some form of involuntary servitude, to expose him or she, but basically to expose him to the commission of some further criminal acts against his person to obtain ransom for his safe release. You know, we don't have money to give ransom out for kids for safe release. See what I'm saying? And we don't want our kids to be exposed at all to any kind of criminal acts against our kids. You know what I'm saying? Or any kind of form of involuntary servitude to our children. So I'm asking you, please keep an eye out on your kids. Please keep an eye out on the Amber Alert when it comes through. Don't just pay no attention. Don't pay no attention. All Amber Alerts are important. Whether it's your kid or not, it's important. It's very important. You know, and criminals will select their victims based on their habits, their ability to control the situation. They even target your kids. You know what I'm saying, about cell phones, music, unaware of their surroundings, or prime victims. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on now. Kidnappers would generally target local businessmen or their families, those regarded as well being off without having significant resources to spend a great deal of money on security and precautions. The kidnappers' goal is a fast, easy payoff. But like I said, we don't have money to pay off nobody for kidnapping our kids. For what? Those are our kids. Ours. And our kids that get kidnapped, they suffer trauma, stalkism syndromes, physiologically defense, domestic abuse, or even human sex trafficking. Maybe that. You know. But we got to keep our kids safe. And there is no way to even stop it. Like I said, shout and make as much noise as possible to call attention to yourself if you're being in a harm's way of being kidnapped. As soon as you take off, or if you get if you can't run or start shouting, then shout out for help. Make hand movements or anything. Shout for people to call police and yell that you're being attacked. Make as much noise as possible to call attention to yourself. To cause attention to yourself. Pay attention, people. Like I said in Texas, all I hear is Amber Alerts. Amber Alerts. Amber Alerts. Amber Alerts. And it's crazy. And I'm like, why is these people messing with other people's kids? Why don't you get your own kid? Why don't you get some kind of counseling? Leave what's not yours alone. What don't belong to you. You see what I'm saying? It's easy. If you're that sick in your mind and that sick in your head, go to counseling. Talk to someone. You know what I mean? They got classes to speak to someone about what's going on in your life. It's not to make you sad or make you embarrassed, but it's just basically just figuring out what's going on with you within yourself. Just making you have these kind of feelings about yourself making you want to go into this crazy idea in your head. You want to just kidnap somebody, you know. And I'm very glad that they have Amber Alert that's in place. You know, kids go to school sometime at 6 in the morning, catch a bus, and it's still dark outside in Texas. Yeah, it's still dark outside at 6 a.m. At a certain, you know, when the time change is over. Yeah, it's dark outside. We want the kids to be walking to the bus stop at 6 in the morning in pure dark. And you know, you got these creeps around here running around here hurting people, right? Right. But y'all love your kids. Don't let it be no misunderstanding. Don't be where there's no get along in the household, nothing like that. You know, make it where it's the kids can talk to you. You know what I'm saying? And he let them know just a misunderstanding that can always be put back in this place. You know what I'm saying? A misunderstanding always happen. You know, we all have misunderstandings with our parents, right? Right. You know, I had misunderstandings with my parents when I was young. I did. But I didn't run away from home. I talked to my parents about what's going on. I really did. I didn't run away from home. If something went right in our household, we talked to our mom about it. And we got a good understanding. Me and my siblings. So always talk to your kids if something's not right. Please. And let them know it's okay. It would be okay. Yeah. But y'all, I'm figuring to get off this live, but I want to let you know that Vino Entertainment TV is taking donations for haircuts for young men of all ages between the age of 5 to 18. And these young men have to be in school. If the child is over the age of 15, I will need a student ID to let me know they're still in school, but they can't get their haircut. I have been speaking with a guy named by the name of Terry at Kings of Cuts, and he's gonna do the haircuts for me there. And he's gonna do haircuts of our gender. And we're gonna get those haircuts done for this time for school year when school starts back in August. And I'm just asking everyone if you can cash app me $5, $10, $20 to get these young men's haircuts at capital V, and as in Vino Entertainment TV. And just go ahead and cash the app there, and we can go ahead and get these haircuts for our young kings. And Vino Entertainment TV will be in the community sometime this week, giving out water, popsicles, keeping the homeless people cool. When I was out last week, I did do a short video, and when I was out, I seen how they was just hot and they was leaning all over, and the sun was kicking in on them up on the trees and stuff, trying to stay cool with their shirts off, towels and stuff, and water. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get out this week and go give water out with me and some of the Vino team members. We're gonna hang out and give water out and see if I get a couple of popsicles of those push them kind of popsicles for them to stay cool with. But my main thing is basically help out in the community as much as I can. And I know it's hot, and even the homeless people, the unfortunate ones, like I said, we call them unfortunate ones, they also get thirsty, hot, from walking in the heat. People can get heat strokes. You can pass away, get unalive. So I'm going to do that this week. So I'm going to be out in the community showing love with my team members, just hanging out, doing that. And I know that some holidays came by and some holidays are going by, and Purpose not going to be in that heat too much. You see what I'm saying? And it's hot. It's hot in Texas. Most definitely hot in Texas. But yeah, but if you can just go ahead and get those cash apps out, yeah, I very much appreciate it. Even the young kings who will be getting their haircuts at King's Cuts in South Dallas, they will also be thankful for those haircuts for when school start back. I want to get as many haircuts as I can for those young kings and for those parents who's not able to get haircuts for their kids because it may be a bill due that week, or dad didn't get paid, mom didn't get a check, they just don't have any money to get it done. So this is the reason why I am giving haircuts this year of all genders. Come on out, and interact with us. And my son's gonna do hot dogs on the grill, and I'm gonna be giving soda and chips and things out as they come out. We will be outside the door doing that as well, interacting with the community, and also even if the homeless, the unfortunate, want a hot dog or two, they're also welcome to get a hot dog as well, sodas, water, chips as well too. I don't turn anybody down. And if you've been knowing me and know how I do my donation, you already know I don't come back home with nothing. I don't want to come back home with nothing. Wherever I give out to people, I don't come back home with nothing. And if you've been watching me long enough and you've been knowing how my donations goes, you know yourself I don't come back home with nothing. My goal is to do what? Give everything out to people who need it, have fun and interact in the community, and laugh and give hugs and inspire, you know what I'm saying, and give joy to anybody that's out in the community as well. You know what I'm talking about? But, I always show love, y'all. I always show love, because you just never know what a person might be going through. You just don't know what a person going through. Lord have mercy. But I'm going to get up out of here. But I will be giving my gift away pretty soon. Don't worry about that. It's coming. It's going to be a nice gift, and it's going to be worth the wait. But like I said, go ahead and get those cash apps in if you can. Go ahead and like, share, subscribe on to my channel and get my content out there. I'm going to be bringing in more content. I'm going to be doing more short videos. I'm going to be going pretty soon to go work out. So when I go work out, I'm going to be going live. It may be 3 in the morning when I go live working out, because I do like working out early in the morning. I don't like working out late in the evening. It doesn't give me kind of motivation. My motivation working out comes in the morning times, okay? But anyway, as Vino say, how in the hell you going to love somebody when you don't love yourself? Peace.